Hello, hello, welcome in everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be a general weekend check-in for the collective. So keep in mind, this reading is not sign specific. It is a general message. If you would like to book a more personalized message, check out the link below in the description box. But we have some pretty big energies playing out this weekend. We do have a new moon in Leo. We also have Mars forming a sextile to the North Node. And so this weekend's energy is all about aligning your actions with authenticity. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what come through in my meditative session. Before doing that, though, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, share the video, especially if you're resonating with the content. It's just a nice, free, easy way to show me some love and show me some support, and it does help to grow the channel. And so what I kept hearing in meditation this morning was success and achievement is here. Success and achievement is here. So where is it in your life that you need to surrender? What is it that you need to surrender in order to gain that wisdom and gain that clarity when it comes into connection with your service-based humanitarian mission? And so I feel this weekend symbolizes a brand new beginning. I do feel there's massive spiritual awakening going on within the collective. And so this is the new moon to plant a seed based on what it is that your heart truly desires. And so this really is a time, I feel, of focusing on financial and material pursuits. At least that's where my focus is at. And it does take a lot of hard work to get where it is that you want to go. And so the divine forces, I feel, are recognizing the diligence that we put in on our path. And I do feel there is a period of abundance on the horizon. And so with the Mars sextile North Node energy, this is all about aligning actions and authenticity. This is about discovering your instincts, acting upon your instincts, and being brave. Being brave in the face of adversity. And it might mean you might have to harness a little bit of resiliency and strength and toughness to be unafraid to take action and to take the lead of your life. So maybe you need to ask yourself, how can you maintain balance between being influenced by external people, places, and things and following your own instincts? Because ultimately it all comes down to the actions that we take. We are responsible for our journey and nobody else's. And so how can you align your actions with your authentic self in order to serve your soul's highest purpose? Because the heart wants what it wants, and the new moon in Leo is all about taking action and having that courage of the heart, because Leo does rule the heart. And so basically any new beginnings that we choose to embark upon or plant a seed for a new beginning in this new moon cycle, it's going to have to come straight from this place. It's going to have to come straight from the heart. So if you're in a situation and you don't love it, and you know in your heart of hearts you're not supposed to be there, this is the new moon to ask the universe for help. Be authentic. That's a big message. Be authentic. When you are authentic in asking for what it is that you want, and you surrender all expectations of how the universe is going to deliver this to you, this is how it kind of comes into manifestation, especially when it comes to love and romance. We cannot manifest a specific person, but we can ask for the universe to bring us what is in alignment with our highest good and with our purpose. And so sometimes we need to cultivate a stronger relationship with ourselves, though, before we can have that perfect match come into our path. And so you got to trust that everything will always flow to you and away from you when it's meant to. And so always understand that you need to start with self. The only way to move forward is to start with self in order to be able to receive the love of another fully, wholly, and completely. And so basically I feel this new moon is offering all of us in the collective a chance to start over. So what is it that you need to do to clear out of your path in order to start over? Maybe it's starting over with a family. Maybe it's simply just relating more from the heart. But let's jump in with the tarot and let's see what else needs to come through for the collective today. Since we do have a new moon playing out this weekend, I grabbed my Moonology deck. And I grabbed the Moonology manifestation deck because this new moon is all about what is it that you want to manifest? What is it that you want to plant a seed for when it comes to the future path? 444. You need to trust that you are divinely protected too when it comes to any endings. And so I think get ready to go deeper. Get ready to go deeper in order to unleash your most authentic self. So we get Capricorn, we get Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Scorpio. You could have major placements in your birth chart with these energies. But Scorpio is all about going deep. I know about going deep into them scorpionic aspects. I am a 9th house Scorpio. I've been through the hedge maze of the scorpionic energy in my mind many times over. And so Capricorn, pay attention to these two energies in your birth chart. So let's get into it. Let's see what else needs to come through for a weekend check-in for the collective. Please feel free to head on over and join the membership side of the channel if you haven't already done so. Over on the membership side, you get access to all kinds of bonus perks. I go live every Thursday at 12 Eastern Standard Time. It's a place of growth. It's a place of learning. So if you would like to become a member and join us all over on the other side, go check it out. Let's see what just come flying out. There might be a fallout. 555. Expect some very powerful changes coming through this weekend. Taurus, I could be speaking to a Taurus. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your accomplishments, okay? Taurus is all about the foundation of self. And so we got Taurus, Scorpio coming through. The Scorpio energy is asking you to breathe through any tense situations because there's going to be a revelation of what it is that needs to be seen. We got Taurus, we got Scorpio energy again. We have Aquarian energy, which is asking you to just be real. Aquarian energy is all about being authentic. It's all about being real. And then we get Aries and Libra energy. And so this might be connected to the last eclipse on the Aries-Libra axis. But this is about finding and creating that balance and just going for it. The Aries energy is saying, hey, face any challenges head on. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Libra energy is all about needing to create that balance. Libra also can be quite indecisive, and it can take quite a long time for Libra to make up its mind. I'm a Lilith in Libra. I know all about indecision, the shadow side of indecision. And so the Aries energy is saying, just go for it. If you are real, if you are honest, if you are aligned with true, pure intentions for the highest good, the path will be presented to you. So be proud of yourself. And maybe it's time to offer forgiveness, not only to yourself, but to all of those that have hurt you. And so we are getting ready to go into the new ascending age of Aquarius. And so whatever needs to be seen is likely going to be revealed in the dark energy of this moon. We need to remember new moons are dark balsamic energies. And so you got to breathe through the darkness. You got to breathe through the tension. Let's read into the Be Real energy. So in 2 weeks' time, we are going to have a full moon in Aquarius. That is all about authenticity. So let's read into that. I would like to read into that card deeper, and then we will jump in with some tarot, the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. And so full moon in Aquarius energy is on page 100. So kind of like a magician type energy coming through. So let's read it. Let's talk about it. Sometimes we pursue someone or something for all of the wrong reasons. Our ego gets involved, and before we know it, we're driving ourselves crazy by chasing something that might not even be right for us. Don't chase, attract. I've learned that lesson the hard way. Don't go chasing after people that don't want to be chased and don't want to be caught. If somebody blocks you on social media, don't go looking. Don't go creeping with somebody else's account. Don't go making a fake account. I will never understand people that have multiple fake Facebook accounts. It just baffles me. So this card, I feel, is a reminder that sometimes we need to back off a little. We need to worry less, and we need to trust more. Life is about fun and laughter. Isn't that the truth? But when you take all the fun out of it and you spend too long up in your head rather than in your heart, you might win, but it might not be a great victory after all. So what is it that you need to release? Reveal what needs to be seen. Find balance between being real and trying to please all of the people around you all of the time. This manifesting mindset energy that this card is bringing forward is reminding you that life always goes in cycles, and that is okay. the more you can accept that, the easier it will be to let a phase in your life end. So a ritual you might want to instill this weekend, preparing for the full moon in Aquarius, which is really going to show you what you need to release. You can call on the goddess Isis, who will support you in this awakening to your authentic truth. You can add essential oils to your path, but ask the goddess Isis to show you your truth. Once you know that truth in your heart, then you'll know the next best step to take. And so the truth will always empower you. The truth will set you free, but the truth will also shatter all of your illusions that need to be seen. And I don't think it's going to be an easy process. And so this really is a good time to work with your own inner magic. And I do feel Saturn is at play here. And so the new moon in Aquarius is going to be in opposition to the Leo energy. And so allow this new moon to reveal what it needs to reveal, connected to forgiveness. And so keep your heart opening. This might be a massive collective heart opening taking place this weekend under the new moon in Leo. But let's go further, guys. Let's go further with the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. I used this deck yesterday in the live for the membership. So if you're not a member, I'm telling you, go check it out. That was a pretty good live yesterday, and it was all connected to the rise of the divine feminine. So 1111 just showed up on the timer. That is the original awakening code. And so get ready for massive global awakening. Oh, we get 2 and 2. We get the 2 of Wands, which is all about movement, choices, and decisions. And we get the 2 of Swords. So there is some type of mental conflict here that you need to see. You need to see the truth. The 2 of Swords is all about living life with the rose-colored glasses on. It could be a situation where you've not wanted to make a choice. Maybe you've been unwilling to make a choice. You've been blinded by some type of an illusion. And it's time to take the blinders off. It's time to see things clearly. So do not allow mental conflict to prevent you from making a choice moving forward. There might be many paths being presented. I also feel master number 22, so the Fool. The Fool is key 22 in the tarot. Actually, even though it's a 0, it is key 22 in the tarot. And so the Fool doesn't take the past baggage with them, right? The Fool releases the conflict, releases the mental struggle. They break through, they see what needs to be seen, and they make a choice with confidence. And so there is a big decision here that needs to be made that I think has maybe been avoided or put on the back burner, maybe for the last 2 years. Let's get into it, and let's see what else needs to come through for the collective, guys. Let's see what the universe has in store for this new moon in Leo. What needs to be revealed? What needs to be seen? Where do you need to find balance? What is it that you need to go for? So let's get into it. We're going to do 9 cards. We're going to see what needs to come through. All right, guys. What do we got today? What do we got for the weekend check-in? The Lovers. This is all about balance. This is all about harmony. Gemini energy. The 4 of Cups. Somebody's got a big decision to make, and it might be a choice between 2. Are you in a connection where you're bored, you're discontent, you're dissatisfied with life, you're feeling suppressed, you're feeling blocked? There is power and control issues here that need to be addressed. We got the Strength reversed, and so it takes great strength to make a decision that you know is best for you, even if it breaks your own heart, even if it hurts somebody. We get the Solar Plexus card in reverse. And so somebody here I feel is feeling depleted. They're losing their strength. They're losing their power. We get the 8 of Wands in reversed. There is stuckness when it comes to positive movement forward. We get an Emperor in reverse. We've got a masculine here that is losing his power, maybe losing his power over a person. Something needs to be seen clearly about a situation, I feel. And the Emperor reversed is somebody that doesn't do the right thing. This is somebody that abandoned somebody in their time of need because they're stuck in their ego and their pride, and all they care about is themselves. The Emperor in reverse is somebody that is a tyrant, that can be abusive, that can belittle, that can hurt people with their words. And I do feel there's an Emperor here that has blocked some type of heart chakra pain when it comes to maybe a heartbreak or a loss. And there's going to be a major wake-up call. There's going to be a disruption this weekend. This Tower comes in to break something apart that I feel was never built on solid ground in the first place. So we could have a masculine here that is bored and discontent in a situation. But look at that. This is where love begins. This is where a new cycle in love can begin after the breakdown of a false foundation. And so this is all about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So we got judgment coming through. There is going to be some type of judgment call being made. There could be a divine masculine here going through a massive heart chakra awakening, and it's going to take great strength to open up the heart. And so there is a need to find balance. What is below the judgment? Below the judgment, we have accelerated motion. And so I feel there's a masculine here that has been suffering in silence. We get the Nine of Swords. And so this masculine likely has been struggling with stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, knowing that they've got to face a challenge. And there might be a couple of challenges here that need to be faced, because you see a couple of mountains here and looking at the distance like, oh, this feels very daunting. So we've got a masculine that's been suffering in silence. There is going to be accelerated motion coming forward. Actually, that's the Eight of Pentacles in reversed in the center of the deck. This is the Eight of Wands. So I also feel this energy. Somebody's made a wish. Somebody's wished upon a star. And so there might be unexpected news arriving connected to an ending. But I feel a masculine needs to make a judgment call between two lovers. I only see the masculine energy coming through. I really don't see any other people here. So I feel this is a very strong message connected to the Divine Masculine Collective. There is a need to embrace heart healing. And so when we block our emotions and we don't go through the full understanding of heartbreak and loss, when we close out a cycle and we jump from one relationship to another relationship, there is going to be third-party energy in that next cycle because you haven't dealt with the pain of the previous heartbreak and loss. And so I also feel there's a need to move on from the past here. I would like to clarify this Emperor reversed, Aries energy, because I feel somebody has been so stubborn in their beliefs. They've blocked their heart, and there is an Emperor here, a masculine going through a massive heart chakra awakening. They've blocked their heart. Maybe they're masking how much they've been suffering in silence with addictions, Capricorn energy. And so somebody got played here. I feel somebody was tempted by some type of third-party interference. And so third-party people, places, and things, I feel some type of an addiction here has been a block to receiving this love on the heart. And so there's a lot of memories from the past pouring in, I feel, and there is a masculine here that needs to go back to learn a lesson. There's a masculine here that's been refusing to close out a cycle, refusing to learn a lesson, clinging to the past, maybe clinging to a situation that really isn't healthy. The Six of Cups in reverse is saying it's time to recognize an unhealthy relationship pattern that you have carried over through relationship after relationship. And ultimately, there's boredom here. There's discontentment here. There's a masculine here that has been suppressing the truth on his heart and the truth of the soul. And I feel there are addictions here that have created a ton of imbalance, and the light is being shone down. Definitely on a situation that needs to come to an end. So there's a divine masculine here that has a big decision to make. So let's clarify this, lovers. I feel in the recent past there was a choice between two, and the choice that was made led to the pathway of a lot of discontentment. And maybe this masculine has been stuck in a karmic cycle for maybe the last 4 years. Spiritual strength. We get the Nine of Wands in reverse. So this is a conscious understanding of a core wound. We've got a masculine here that is a wounded warrior, a wounded healer, and there is a lack of balance. And so the Justice card. There is a need to create balance. I feel something here never reached completion. There's the energy of something needing to come full circle. And we definitely have a divine masculine re-identifying with himself, the Hermit. And so this weekend is bringing in the energy of needing to look at something dead in the eye. It's like opening up the Akashic books. It's time to learn something about yourself. Maybe you didn't understand before. Solitude is the pathway to enlightenment. If you cannot stand to be alone or spend time in solitude, then you definitely need to address some codependency issues. The Hermit spends time in solitude. The Hermit shines a light on the darkness. The Hermit holds deep spiritual wisdom. And so we've got a masculine here that I feel is like a spiritual teacher or a guru or a sage or a mystic, needing to be that pillar of strength. What else do we got here? We got conflict and defeat. the Five of Swords in reversed. And so we've got a masculine here that I feel self-sabotages relationships, is very conflicted, is feeling defeated, and is really needing to go into some type of an emotional loss to heal it. There's been a block when it comes to an emotional loss that maybe took place 5 years ago. I don't know why I'm feeling the 5 years ago, but there was a huge missed opportunity when it comes to a passionate new beginning. And I feel we've got a masculine here that might be struggling financially. There's a lack of harvest. There's a lack of material abundance. And there is without a doubt some codependency issues here that need to be addressed. And so there might be an angry outburst, some sacred rage being released. So what is the block when it comes to positive movement forward? This could be closing out like an 8-month cycle when it comes to stuck, blocked energy in the solar plexus, because the solar plexus in reverse is saying find your courage, find your strength to take action, to go for it. So we get the Four of Cups in reverse, or wait, no, that's the Four of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse. So that is clarifying a block when it comes to positive movement forward. So there could be a masculine that has been trying to walk away from a broken foundation where there's a lack of unity, there's a lack of achievement. I just heard somebody over there. There's nobody over there. It might have been a cat. I'm not sure. So I feel there could be stuckness when it comes to moving on from a broken foundation because of financial obstacles and challenges. So we get the Five of, is that the Five of Wands? I feel financial obstacles here. And then we get the Fated Destiny card. So we get the Wheel of Fortune. And so the waiting game, I feel the waiting game is over. I think somebody's really ran out of time. It's like time's up, time's out. The clock is running out. And so fate is kind of stepping in to push something forward because there's been blocked communication. This masculine is likely withholding communication as a form of control, as a form of manipulation. So there could have been a ghosting situation or a blocking situation, but it's time to see things with eyes wide open with the third eye chakra. So we could have a third eye awakening going on with this masculine. It's like the time is now. Things are kind of spiraling out of control. And I also feel on the flip side, this is about integrating all of the past life lessons. And so there's victory and success here to be had, but it might require a confession about some type of deception. I feel there could be a masculine here being envious too when it comes to a counterpart situation. Although I don't see a divine feminine coming through, this is very much concentrated on a divine masculine. And I feel there's a feminine here that needs to just hold that space, hold the space. So what is this Tower? What is this disruption? Because this is a major heart chakra purge. This Tower, I feel, is a Tower of the heart. So let's clarify the Tower. Yeah, fulfillment of wishes. We get the Nine of Cups in reversed. We get the Hanged Man or the Sacrifice card upright. And we get partnerships and alliances in reversed. So the Three of Wands in reverse, bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. There is a masculine here, I feel, in a toxic situation. I don't know if it's a drug addiction, a toxic karmic cycle with a trauma-bonded relationship. I'm not exactly sure, but this masculine is emotionally withdrawn. And there is a need to move on from something here, and there's so much resistance to leaving the past behind. But look at that, blocks are being removed. So you better choose wisely, because what you choose will own you. So what you own owns you. And so choose wisely, because Spirit is saying that way, that's the direction you need to go. This masculine knows in his heart of hearts the exact direction he needs to go in. I feel that very, very strongly. And so I feel there's a masculine praying for the truth, asking for that illumination before moving on. But this is like the breakdown of a false alliance. This could be a masculine departing an entire group of friends. And this is gaining a new perspective. And sometimes we have to make sacrifices if we are to go towards wish fulfillment. And so we've got a masculine here that could be playing the martyr, playing the victim, keeping themselves stuck in a state of boredom and discontent. But ultimately, it's time to release everything that is not wish fulfillment. So what is it that you need to leave behind? What needs to be walked away from in order for the path to be cleared for new love to begin? So let's clarify love begins, because that's where we're going, a brand new cycle in love. the Moon card, the Shadow card. We get defeat and conflict again, 5 of Swords in reversed, and the Light. So we get the Sun and the Moon. And so the Light is bringing some type of an illumination about what needs to be released, because there's been so much resistance to completing a transformation cycle, the Death card. I also feel the Death in reversed is saying, hey, it's time to revive something that you thought was dead and gone. It's not over till it's over, right? And so somebody here, I think, is admitting defeat. Is all done with self-sabotaging behaviors. This is an integration of the shadow and the light. And somebody is confronting their deep inner fears when it comes to a new beginning in love. And so I feel time's up. The seed has been planted and it is time to bring balance into a situation. And so I feel a masculine that is paying off some karmic debt here. So let's close this reading off with a Moonology message Oracle deck. So what is the closing message that we need to know about this reading today? So there's a masculine, I feel, struggling with regulating their emotions. And this is a brand new beginning here. And so this new moon is bringing in a new beginning. So I feel a masculine is being exalted. And there might be some rainbow blessings coming in. I feel Taurus energy. So let's get into it. What is the closing message for this weekend? What is the closing message? Perfect. Slow it down. Slow your roll. Slow it down. So let's read that out of the book. On the bottom of the deck, we still have that self-regulation. So this is all about accepting responsibility. We can't move forward into the new until we fully accept responsibility for where we're at, what we've created. And this might even mean making amends. So let's read into Slow It Down. You might want to work with Moonstone this weekend. Moonstone is a really good stone to help you reflect. It's on page 96. So I feel there's like a coming apart. There's a masculine coming apart from a false foundation, preparing to accept responsibility. It's definitely time to reflect. And so let's read Slow It Down. And what does it say? The heart wants what it wants, and it wants it when it wants it. And so there's a masculine here that I feel is going in the heart's favor. Maybe in the past the timing wasn't right, or maybe you wanted something else before you went towards this person. Maybe you weren't quite ready for this person, vice versa, whatever the situation is. But there's a masculine that needs to slow things down. It isn't just about patience. It's about actively, consciously slowing down. Stop pushing things too hard. Stop forcing something to be what it is when it's not meant to be, and just be strong and shine that light. So focus on what it is that you want, not on what it is that you don't want. If you are focusing on what you don't want, you're going to get more of what you don't want. Focus on what you want and you'll get more of what you want. You're stronger than you know. There is a situation here that I feel a masculine is asking about, and it is fertile. It is fertile for planting the seed, but do not try and force anything upon anyone. When you try to force a person to commit to you, when you try to rush a person to commit to you, you need to take a big step back. You can't force people to love you. And so you might want to work with Moonstone and meditate on the energies this weekend, because I feel there is a feminine that is sending subliminal messages to this masculine, where there are strong telepathic associations. And so if you are this masculine, connect with that goddess energy. Stay strong. If you are this feminine, stay strong and stay centered in your own power. Do not leak your energy. Do not dissipate your energy. Focus only on what you have in your control, and release what it is that you can't control. There's a masculine here that I feel understands that new love is coming into his life, but he might need to go and talk to a feminine. He might need to go and talk to a feminine mentor or counselor that I feel this masculine is connected to. So breathe it out, relax, and trust that you have what it takes, and all good things will come to those that wait. And that is what I have for a weekend check-in. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.